Hello and welcome to Nindmoney.com's YouTube channel. My name is Fayaz. When we have to take care of our loans, our insurance and our investments, it becomes extremely difficult to take care of all these aspects because all of them have their separate accounts, all of them have separate contact person, all of them also have separate due dates. And it becomes extremely difficult, extremely challenging to keep a track of all those things. So in this video, we'll discuss in detail how can we simplify this entire process and ensure that we have a very smooth financial portfolio. So without a further ado, let's get to the point. The number one thing that you have to do is that you need to keep a review of your entire due dates. For example, if at all you're a person who gets his salary on the 10th of every month, but if you have your dues like your insurance premiums or your loan EMIs or your investment SIPs, which are probably on 5th or 7th or 6th of that month respectively, or maybe after the date of your salary, you need to always ensure that irrespective of how much money you're making or not, you need to keep that particular amount which you are supposed to pay for all these particular things on that particular date in your bank account, so that you do not miss out on these SIPs, on this insurance and on these loan payments. Because if at all you miss out on these particular commitments, you will not be able to take care of your entire long-term portfolio, your long-term scenario. And also if you miss your loans, the EMIs, you will not be able to maintain that good credit score as well, which might again affect your aspirations or your dream of buying a brand new property, probably because your credit score has now got a little tampered. So it's always better to keep a track on your due dates and ensure that you have that particular amount on that particular date in your bank account, irrespective of whatever things are happening in your life. Always maintain a minimum balance in your account to ensure that all these particular commitments are taken care. The next thing that you have to do is that you need to rebalance. Maybe when you started off your career, you thought that insurance cover, a life insurance cover of 1 crore rupees would be sufficient to take care of your parents in case something happens to you. But when we grow up a little bit more, when we reach our 30s or maybe 35s, now that we have a family, now that we have kids, maybe an insurance cover of 1 crore rupees would not be sufficient to take care of our family. In that scenario, in those cases, it's better that you need to reconsider your life insurance cover. You can probably increase the cover amount, and also if at all you have a medical insurance which earlier covered only you, your parents, now you have to probably take up another medical insurance or maybe add on a few more features so that your family, your kids, your wife and your husband also might be included in that, so that in case something happens to them in the near future, some other emergencies arise, it's always taken care of, and so that you're not dependent on that one particular source of insurance that you have done. And it's always better that you have made it rebalanced according to the new commitments that you have in your life. The third thing that we have to do is that we need to keep on updating our KYCs as and when the situation arises. Many a times when we start off our professional career, we have one particular phone number, but when we travel to too many states, too many cities, chances are that you might end up changing your number. Chances are that you might end up changing your address in the same city itself, and then it becomes extremely difficult for you to keep a track on what's happening in your investments, on your insurance and your loan amounts as well. Sometimes bank might try to communicate you, try to send you any particular notification to your respective KYC address, which is maintained or which is updated in your respective bank account forms. But now that you have changed your address, you might not be able to reach that or receive that particular notification which the bank has sent on your respective address, and you might end up missing one particular critical information also. And in that cases, you might not be able to go back to bank and question them about why they did not inform you about this, because they will clearly tell it that they have already communicated the respective information at your communication address which you had mentioned in your KYC documents. So it's extremely important that you keep a tab on your KYC. Always update your email, your phone number, your address as and when you are changing it, so that you do not miss out on any particular information, irrespective of whether it's from your insurance, from your investments or from your loans. The fourth thing that you have to do is that you need to now consolidate all of your commitments in under a single roof or under a single platform. Many times it happens that people, when we go out to make purchase mutual funds or to make investments in mutual funds, we always choose one particular app considering the fact that that app's interface is better. For example, you might like Paytm Money to use your mutual funds, and you might like Grow to buy your stocks, and you might have some other bank account to take care of your loan EMIs. You might have another bank account to take care of your investment. You might have another bank account to probably buy shares, and it might become a little challenging and difficult for you to maintain all these passwords, all these IDs, and also maintain all these applications in your phone. You might end up missing some critical information here and there because there are so many applications in your phone right now. So it's always better to bring all of this under one roof. Instead of having multiple apps for your investments and your stocks, it's better to have one app which will take care of your mutual funds and your shares at the same time. Just try and maintain one bank account which will take care of not just your investment but also the loan amount and also the insurance premium that you have to pay, so that tomorrow, if at all there is any critical information that you have to do, that you have to deliver, it's always better, it's always handy to have one particular bank account and one particular mobile application to take care of all these aspects. And also keep a tab on all these ID passwords as well, because if at all you by chance forget these ID passwords, you might find it extremely difficult to recover them, and you might miss out on critical information that the bank might be communicating to you. So it's always handy to have minimalistic things in your insurance and your investments and your loans as well. And last but definitely not the least, the most important point that we have to always remember is that many a times whenever we go out to take up an insurance, whenever we go out to take up a life insurance or a health insurance, or maybe doing an investment or buying a stock or probably paying your loans or choosing a bank, it's extremely important that you take professional help, because we get misguided by looking at the advertisements or probably looking at the false claims or maybe the fake reviews that particular website might be showing about that particular application or that particular service. So it's always better that you take professional help, and if you can reach out to your nearest CFA or CA to help you better about understanding all these aspects, it's much more better and easy. Or if you want to learn more from a much more better in a much more better manner from a much more trustworthy source, you can always download the Financial Freedom app. The link of this app is provided in the description box. There we have made several courses about personal finance, career building, farming and business, which will make your vocabulary, which will make your understanding much more better about all these aspects. These languages which we have used for making these particular courses are like more than 6 languages, and there are more than 55 plus courses which are available in the Financial Freedom app. So if you like that particular app, you can always download this app. The link of this app is provided in the description box. And if you like this video, make sure you share it with your friends and family, and also subscribe to our channel so that you never miss an update, and also press the bell icon so that you get notified every time we upload a brand new video. My name is Fayaz, and if you have any queries, any questions, any concerns, you can always leave them in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, thank you so much, and keep watching IndianMoney.com.